Good morning, welcome to the ADS Securities Markets Update. Beginning with the Asian session today, the markets focused on one economic release from New Zealand, which had a slight impact on the market as well. New Zealand Westpac consumer confidence also eased back to 121.2 in Q2, down from 121.7 in Q1, while the New Zealand dollar improved slightly against the US dollar, reaching as high as 86.87, adding 0.25% since the beginning of the Asian session. As for gold prices and crude oil, both advanced notably since the beginning of this session on the escalating situation in Iraq. Gold advanced to as high as 1282 so far, while the West Texas crude oil also spiked above $107. Meanwhile, as far as the situation escalates, further gains should be seen or could be seen in the next few days, and gold next resistance stands at 1286 so far, which represents its 50 and 200-day moving average, which should be watched very closely. As for the European session today, Eurozone inflation figures will be released, and CPI and core CPI set to remain stable. CPI set to rise by 0.5% and core CPI is expected also to rise by 0.7% for the month of May, which unlikely to have a notable impact on the euro, at least unless a downside revision occurs. Going forward to the US session today, we will be focusing on a collection of economic releases, which is likely to have also another notable impact on the markets and may increase the uncertainty mood further, as another disappointment figures may lead to the Federal Reserve to change the current tapering process. At the end of last week, the US figures on Friday came in contrary to the market expectation. PPI slipped by 0.2% and core PPI also declined by 0.1%, while the consumer confidence index from the University of Michigan came in also contrary to the expectation, declining to 81.2, down from 81.9, while it had been anticipated to rise to 3-month high at 83.2. As for today, the U.S. Empire State Manufacturing Index may decline back to 15.2 in May, down from 19, and the U.S. capacity utilization rate may rise to 78.9, up from 78.6. And the most important number for today is the industrial production, which is likely to rise by 0.6 in May after a decline of the same percentage in April. Finally, NAHB Housing Market Index is expected to rise to 47 in June, up from 45 in May. Disappointment figures today will start to affect the markets, and unlike last month's figures, the markets ignored every single negative numbers, as everyone believes that the current economic slowing down is temporary and the economy is likely to improve as the Federal Reserve expected. However, the recent numbers are showing that this slowing down is escalating, which may change the market beliefs at some point in June or maybe in July. This is it for today. You can follow us on our social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube to get the latest economic releases, reports, and analysis. Thank you for watching.